Yeah.
Nick, you're stupid.
I feel like you the one complete me.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're gonna be doing a story time. And I'm gonna let you guys know now. Don't judge me for my actions and things like that. It was a very hard time. It wasn't a very hard time. I was just a spoiled brat. But this story time is going to be about the time I fought my mom. And for everybody that watches my channel, my mom is no longer with us no more. But this is a funny story. Let's start from the beginning. I was 15 or 14. I think I was 14 and I was just about to turn 15. And my friend, Anise, but we're gonna, yeah, Anise, my friend Anise was like, you know, in my room, and we were supposed to be going to the movies later on that night, and I went and asked my mom, like, hey mom, can we go to the movies, or can I go to the movies? And she's telling me no, and she's doing laundry while she's, you know, I'm asking her, and I'm like, but we're just gonna go to the Texas, this was in Vegas, I forgot what it's called, it's like the Texas something, I forgot. But she was like, no, I don't feel comfortable with you guys going down there or whatever. And I was like, but you let us go to the movies all the time down there. And she's like, no, I don't. And when I do, you probably be lying, telling me you at Serena's house, but you really doing other things, being fast. And I'm like, no, like, you've literally watched Serena's mom take us to that movie theater. Like, I don't understand why I can't go tonight. So, you know, she says no again, and I just walk off. I'm like, okay, fine, no. So I go in the room and I'm telling Anise, like, my mom said no. So me and Anise are just sitting there in the room, and we're like, okay, so what are we gonna do? You can't go to the movies. And I'm like, I just can't do nothing, so I don't know what I'm finna do. I'm probably finna just stay home. And you know, I'm being a big brat, crying about not being able to go to the movies. So my mom's still doing laundry. And like my room, like the way the house was set up, it was like a one-story house. And like my room, like, okay, so frick. So like the front door is like over here on this side, and then you go down and you turn that way. And like my room's in the back. And then my mom had moved her room next to my room because I had some friends sneaking in my room, out my room, to go knock on the front door one day, like, because my mom always told me not to have company when she's not home. So I had company while she wasn't home, and like the friends hopped out my window and pretended that they were walking up, and they rang the doorbell. My mom was like, you being fast. And I was like, how's that fast? They're girls, you know? So after that incident, she moved her room next to my room. So, you know, I'm in my room, and she's still doing laundry, so she's going back and forth from her room, which is now next to my room, and going back to like the kitchen and laundry area, because it was like the kitchen, and then there was like a door cabinet thing, and like it had laundry in it or whatever, like the washer and dryer. So, you know, she's going back and forth, and like I'm still talking like, I don't know why I can't go to the movies, blah blah blah. And like I guess she heard me, and she was like, Tien, come here. So I go, and like I started walking to like the little laundry area or whatever, and she's like, I don't know why you're in there talking stuff, like I can hear you. And I'm like, okay, but it just doesn't make sense that we can't go to the movies, and you always let me go to the movies, and you even let me go to the movies with Raven. And she was like, well, of course I let you go to the movies with Raven because that's your big brother, like your big brother. And I'm like, okay, whatever, I understand that, but I don't see why I can't go. And she was like, okay, well, if you don't want to listen to me, you could get out my house. And I was like, I don't understand why I gotta get out your house. I don't know why you just don't let me go to the movies. Like, I just want to go to the movies. And she was like, why are you talking back to me? I said, no, you can't go to the movies. So if you're gonna talk back to me, you could get your stuff and you could get out. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll get my stuff and I'll get out. So I start walking towards my room, and meanwhile, my friend is still in my room. So I'm starting walking to my room, and she's like, matter of fact, you can't get none of your stuff because all that is mine. Like, all of that you have in this house is mine. And I'm like, okay, then you can keep it. So, you know, I start walking out. And by this time I said fuck my friend. I was like, fuck her, she can leave if she wants to, I don't care, I'm leaving. My mama crazy, she gonna try to beat me, and I'm not trying to get beat over me wanting to go to the movies and you telling me no about me going to the movies on a Friday night. I'm not even grounded, why can't I go to the movies? So, you know, I'm walking out the house and like it's like a thing, like it was like a wall thing, so like there's a hallway right here and then like the kitchen sink and stuff. So like it's like a big square, and then there's a living room, kitchen, square thingy, and then hallway to the rooms or whatever. And so like while I'm walking through the kitchen area, she comes through the other side and she's like, "You have a smart ass mouth, whoop-de blah." And like she like grabbed me and I like turned around and I swung at her. And like I didn't swing at her because I was like, I'm finna fight you, I'm finna beat you up. It was an instinct, like I got scared, so I swung, and she was like, "Oh, you gonna swing at me?" And like at that moment I was like, you know what, I'm finna really just fight you, whoop-de blah. And like we started fighting or whatever. And like I was like, boop 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 boop. It's like, let me stop playing. I swung at my mama and she turned around and whooped my ass. And I was like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
I'm getting beat up by my mom. And you know, like it's my mom, so I'm really not gonna fight back either. But either way, if I was gonna swing back, I was gonna get beat up in general. So, you know, we're going through this or whatever. And like my friend comes through the room and she's like, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God." And my mom's like, "Yeah, get your ass out." To me, not my friend. My friend didn't do anything. So I'm like, we start arguing or whatever. And then like, she beat me up. Like it wasn't even like she beat me up to like boom, 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 boom. It was like, I got hit a few times and she was like, "I'm not gonna even do that because you're my child, but you need to leave." And so she called my dad and she told my dad to come get my black ass. And my dad was like, all right. And I think he came, but my dad lived in Denver, but he came like 2 days later. And like my friend and we just grabbed some of my stuff out my room and then we walked to my other friend's house, and I just stayed the night with my other friend. And like my mom called me and was like, "You need to come home." And I'm like, I need to come home? Why come home? You just try to kill me. Like, you just try to get the heads with me and beat my ass. And like, no, I don't want to come home. So, you know, my friend's mom was like, "Okay, well, we're just gonna take you home because I don't want to be in the middle of, you know, you're still her child, you know." So I go home. And then, you know, moms always apologize after you get a whooping. They be like, "I'm so sorry, I didn't want to whoop you, baby. You just made me do it." I made you do this? I didn't even do nothing. But then, you know, we talked about it or whatever. And then after we talked about it, my dad was still coming. And then I went and I left. And I stayed for the winter of freshman year. Yeah, okay, so yeah. I stayed the winter of freshman year in Denver because I wasn't sure if I was going to be coming back to live with my mom because we had just got into that like little fight altercation thing. So I was staying with my dad for the winter. And at this time I wasn't enrolled in school in Denver, so I was still enrolled in Vegas. So I was missing out on a lot of schoolwork. And then like my mom called and was like, "You have a dentist appointment, you need to come home." But I know she missed me because I was her little baby and like I'm her only girl, so she missed me. So I told my dad that I had a dentist appointment. And he was like, "Okay, so we'll take you home," because I had braces at the time. And like I went home and then I stayed home because I love my mom. So I was like, I'm gonna stay home with my mom. And then I just continued school, and then we were cool. We were so cool. Me and my mom were so cool. And then we fought again. I got my ass beat. You feel me? Like, I got my ass beat. And then like I basically ran away, head ass. It's pretty funny because it's like my mom ran up on me and she was like, "Little girl, you so disrespectful," and just like snatched me up. And I was like, oh no. And like I turned around like slightly, like not even slightly, like I turned around and was just like, I swung, and she was like, and then she just like grabbed me and threw me on the floor and just like started punching me a few times, and then that was it. And she was like, "Get your ass out of my house." And that's pretty much what happened. And I'm sitting here to this day like, damn, this is funny because I know my mom was looking at me like I know you lying. I know you didn't just do that, because I'm finna beat your ass. I'm finna beat your ass, and I'm finna kick your ass out because you 15 years old. Get your ass out of my house. So, that is the story time, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this story time, and I will be doing more story times, like with my brothers and stuff like that, like crazy story times. And please like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to be notified when I post another video. I will be getting more consistent, just I haven't had the time to post videos or edit like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great day, and we'll be back for some more tea next time with Tian. So bye guys.
Down until I'm on my shit. Shine that Draco like a good guitar. Came a long way, now we push star. Pop a perk and make me fuck hard. Long night is what I work for.